The most difficult part of any talk is to have eye contact with your audience. According to a survey done on students, the most common answers that we got for not being able to maintain eye contact with the audience were that we feel we are not prepared enough and that makes us feel embarrassed. We feel as if we'll forget our own content if we look into their eyes. They'll judge if we go wrong somewhere. If we see in their eyes, we might get distracted. So, we tend to shy off, look at the walls, look at the roof, look over their heads, look at the feet, but not straight into the eyes. Isn't it very common? Imagine I am talking to you without having an eye contact. Do you think the connection will be made between you and me? Will you be attached to me? Will you follow me? Will we be on the same page? Here am I. I'm talking. I'm doing my needful, but I'm not having an eye contact with you. It looks so awkward. Actually, it gives the audience all wrong indications like, oh, the speaker is nervous, or he or she is not prepared. The speaker is not interested to talk to us. He or she is not eligible for this talk. And these indications are deadly to snap the connectivity between you and the audience. Your audience may be anyone, public, friends, interview panelist, customer, client, your boss, your team. According to a research conducted worldwide, some fascinating facts regarding maintaining eye contact were noted, like we tend to keep an eye contact with our audience on an average 30 to 60% time in our conversation, but it should actually be 60 to 70% as it creates an emotional connect with them. It has been found that our audience perceives our talk more when you maintain an eye contact. Eye contact also tends to give you a feedback whether they are interested in your talk or not. Then accordingly, you may switch the mode of your delivery. Oh God, when we all were affected by the pandemic and we had to go online than the offline classes. It was a disaster for most of the educators to understand the body language of their students, to understand whether actually they are being effective in their delivery or not. In understanding whether the connection is made or not, whether they are snapping the connectivity or not, it was a disaster because they were not able to see into the eyes of the students. So what do you need to do? बहुत सारे अजीब और गरीब आइडियाज आए होंगे आपके पास, जैसे सबके सर के ऊपर से देखना, पैरों को देखना, अपने फ्रेंड्स को बैठा के रखना, ज्यादा क्वेश्चन मत पूछने देना ताकि आप नर्वस ना हो. These are all absurd solutions. Just keep in mind the tips that I'll share with you today. If you have a large audience, take for example, you are giving a speech in a big room and you have a large audience, then divide your audience into 3 groups, roughly left, right, and a center. Okay, set some specific points or people where you are comfortable to look at. And then while you talk, look towards left, maybe right, and then the center. And keep moving, not very fast, but yes, after completing a statement at least. This is generally when you are delivering speech or giving any type of talk, having numerous people. Now, when your audience is less in number, say for example, when you are giving a presentation to a group of 3 or 5 people sitting in front of panelists for an interview, make it a habit to look into the eyes of each and every person on a random basis, not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on a random basis. Again, complete at least a statement and then move your eye to the next person. Then only you will be able to connect with them and even get an instant feedback from their body language whether you are going wrong or not. Initially, you may feel difficulty in doing so, but if you find opportunities for yourself to practice more and more, it will surely become a habit. Do not go for perfection in your first talk, or do not get disheartened if you fail to do so. Just keep trying. Do not leave any chance to talk in public. If possible, create your own opportunities.